Jazz June. Getz Gilberto. As in Stan Getz and João Gilberto. I hope I did not butcher those names, but that's what we are hopping into today. And in fact, it's their album specifically named Getz Gilberto. Now, I have a little bit of context from the Context crew, which is right here, and provided to me by our friends Beeps, or our friend Beeps and Boops. So W's in the chat for Beeps and Boops for great context. I'm pretty sure you put this thing together, this website in general, right? Getz Gilberto is a collaboration between American saxophonist Stan Getz and Brazilian guitarist João Gilberto. Though it wasn't the first bossa nova album released outside of Brazil, it was the one responsible for turning the genre into a worldwide phenomenon. Bossa nova, roughly new wave or new trend, appeared in late 50s Brazil, blending the local samba with outside influences like American cool jazz to create a genre that was as subtle as it was danceable. At a time when jazz was losing its place as at the top of the charts, American jazz musicians saw in this style a new opportunity to breathe fresh air into the genre, with a surge of albums mimicking the style popping up in the early 60s. Of these efforts, Getz Gilberto was by far the most successful, selling 2 million copies in 1964 and taking up the number 2 spot in the Billboard charts for 96 straight weeks, losing only to a Beatles' Hard Day's Night. Well, yeah, if you're gonna lose like that, maybe that's not a bad one to lose. Left, pictured from left to right, João Gilberto, with the guitar, Antonio Carlos Jobim on piano, or Jobim, I hope I'm not saying the name incorrectly, and Stan Getz saxophone. On the right is Astrid Gilberto performing in Amsterdam in 1966, 2 years after the release of the record. Featured in the recording are Antonio Carlos Jobim on piano, who alongside Gilberto composed most of the songs on the album, and Astrid Gilberto, João Gilberto's wife, whose enchanting performance in The Girl from Ipanema and Corcovado would turn her into a household name. And aside, the recording process for the record was quite troubled. João Gilberto and Stan Getz did not speak a common language and often struggled to communicate their creative visions to each other, while with Jobim often having to work double time as their translator. Oh my goodness. It did not help that João Gilberto strongly disagreed with many of Getz's decisions, from the volume of his saxophone on the mix to his unsubtle playing style, to get to the point where at one moment he's said to have asked Jobim in Portuguese to tell this gringo he's an idiot, with Jobim turning to Getz, dutifully translated Stan. João was saying that his dream was always to record a record with you. No way. He said that? Oh, I think that's actually tremendous. That just adds an amazing layer of dynamic here. Anyways, we have now the context, and I do want to give a special shout out to our friend Snake Fetus, actually. I believe that's the correct one, who helped participate in the buffing of this album, because this was an album on the Pi. But this is now an album that just cut the line. So we're going to go ahead and just say that this was pulled from the Pi via my personal interest category. And yeah, you get to cut the line. Thank you for your investment in the Pi. Guys, Getz Gilberto. João Gilberto and Stan Getz, and apparently it was quite fun. The Girl from Ipanema. I think I've heard of this song. But maybe it was Frank Sinatra that I recall singing it. It's worth mentioning that bossa nova itself is less influenced by jazz than is less influenced by jazz than people assume. The complex jazzy harmonies actually developed completely independently from jazz, a case of convergent evolution, though later the compatibility of the styles led to true genre fusion efforts like this one. W's for Tim. Guys, you gotta let me know. Have you heard this album? Or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? Guys, I'm gonna hit the play button, but before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. Guys, without further ado, let's see what we got. Getz Gilberto, opening up with a girl from Ipanema. That didn't seem right. That seems right. Ooh. Sorry, that. Immediately, yes.
Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela, menina que vem e que passa, num doce balanço, caminho do mar. Moça do corpo dourado do sol de Ipanema.
That bass.
Seu balançado é mais que um poema. É a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar. Ah, porque estou tão sozinho. Ah,
I cannot wait to go to Brazil, because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to, like, Mel and I are gonna go to Brazil one day. It's gonna happen, and I cannot wait. I'm hearing this song and I'm like seeing myself.
Poema é a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar.
I was literally kind of thinking the same thing. Like with I've noticed at least this guy. I'm gonna kind of emulate it, but he turns the mic way loud, and he kind of has a really soft, controlled voice, but he's singing. It's definitely its own thing, you know. But I love it.
Porque estou tão sozinho.
It's not about volume, you know?
Ah, porque tudo é tão triste. Ah, beleza que existe. A beleza que não é só minha, que também passa sozinha. Ah, se ela soubesse que quando ela passa, o mundo sorrindo se enche de graça e fica mais lindo por causa do amor.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes.
This is a really good one. Really, her voice is so good.
Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes.
Her voice just made me pregnant, guys.
When she walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently that when she passes, each one she passes goes. Oh, but he watched her so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give
It's like a less high-pitched Nico from Nico and the Velvet Underground, you know? And it like or no, a less low, it's a more high-pitched kind of take.
How can he tell her he loves her?
While distinctly being her own thing. Kind of, you can tell her accent.
Yes, he would give his heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at him. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the gal from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, he smiles, but she doesn't see.
That is certainly louder than everything else. I do think it's really funny that like I don't know if I would have thought that like had I not read that little piece of context, and maybe that just like superimposed itself onto my brain so that like no matter what, after I read that, I was on a crash course for the belief you're with the belief that his saxophone was too loud. I don't know. Maybe that is the case. But I also cannot help but think it's so funny that they had such a massive disagreement that even if it is a little joke about, you know, the tell this gringo he's an idiot, and then it's like he said he's always wanted to make a record with you, and then it goes platinum. To think about this Getz guy being like, you know, that Gilberto guy's okay. He's okay. I like him. You know, we sold a lot of records together, me and that man. Like, I don't know. Just, it's a funny story. Like, how long until somebody told him? In some variations of the story, Getz cracks back and says, I don't think that's what he said in that tone of voice.
Oh, but he sees her so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her?
This is less abrasive than before.
Yes, he would give his heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at him. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, he smiles.
The sax, I will say, the sax in her voice.
No, she doesn't see. But she doesn't see.
I'm not gonna lie, I keep laughing in my head about the whole like tell that gringo. It's just funny to me. I cannot. Yeah, that song slaps. I feel like I'm pretty sure Frank Sinatra does it. I feel like that's the reason I know it. I feel like it was mentioned in a media, and that's how I ended up coming to that point. I don't know what media it was mentioned in, but I can recall thinking like, what is the girl from Ipanema? And, anyways, Doralice, I guess the next one. I hope I said that right. I'll find out.
Tim, 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 ding, tim, tim. Tim, 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 ding, tim, tim. Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse, amar é tolice, é bobagem, é ilusão. Eu prefiro viver tão sozinho ao som do lamento do meu violão. Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse, olha essa embrulhada em que vou me meter.
So the show beam
agora,
guy.
Amor, Doralice, meu bem, como é que nós vamos fazer? Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse, amar é tolice, é bobagem, é ilusão.
Oh,
Eu prefiro.
oh my gosh, dude, thank you. Okay, I didn't even realize that we had. I feel so dumb. Okay. So the girl from Ipanema, we did just get through that one. Now we actually have the lyrics. Doralice, didn't I tell you? Loving is foolish. It's silly, an illusion. I prefer to live alone. To the sound of my guitar's lament. Wow, that's what he said? Well, I want to hear that again.
Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse, amar é tolice, é bobagem, é ilusão. Eu prefiro viver tão sozinho ao som do lamento do meu violão. Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse, olha essa embrulhada em que vou me meter. Agora, amor, Doralice, meu bem, como é que nós vamos fazer? Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse.
So, muy bem, my dear. I don't know why that just...
Agora, amor, Doralice, meu bem, como é que nós vamos fazer?
I don't know why it's...
Agora, amor, Doralice.
The Mobame thing just sounds like such a G thing to say. Yeah, maybe just the way he says it. Like, he does have this, like, really soothing kind of, like, cool guy, like, hey, just listen to what I have to say. I feel like maybe I think maybe you'll like what I have to say. I don't know. He's got just a good voice.
Olha essa embrulhada em que vou me meter. Agora, amor, Doralice, meu bem, como é que nós vamos fazer?
Meu bem.
Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse, amar é tolice, é bobagem, é ilusão. Eu prefiro viver tão sozinho ao som do lamento do meu violão. Doralice, eu bem que lhe disse, olha essa embrulhada em que vou me meter. Agora, amor, Doralice, meu bem, como é que nós vamos fazer? Um belo dia você me surgiu, eu quis fugir, mas você insistiu. Alguma coisa bem que andava me avisando, até parece que eu estava adivinhando. Eu bem que não queria me casar contigo, bem que não queria enfrentar este perigo, Doralice. Agora você tem que me dizer, como é que nós vamos fazer?
Can we get some W's in the chat for our homie for this website, by the way? Just again, Gilberto was a wonderful interpreter. I can kind of get that. It's kind of weird to write lyrics for other people. I think whenever I've done it, I've never felt natural doing it. You have to have a chemistry with a person to be able to knock that out, I think. Also, W's translation. Huge W for the beeps and the boops. We love the beeps and the boops. Also, I learned the phrase "mio bem," which is fantastic. You can hear the saxophone buttons getting pressed. And there's just something about it that is appealing to me. Whatever that just was, what that was so unexpected. That was like unlocking Tom Green and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Like out of nowhere, you get this. Ah, that was incredible. I didn't feel like we deserved that last little bit at all, but they gave it to us anyways. We didn't even have to pay for those notes. Okay, okay, hang on. I'm gonna try to say this correctly. Para machuchar meu coração. I don't know. I love that your mind went there after hearing that particular line. I don't know what that says about me. Here we are. Machuchar. Sorry, I'm a Southern boy. Machuchar. Para machucar meu coração.
Tá fazendo ano e meio, amor, que o nosso lar desmoronou. Meu sabiá, meu violão e uma cruel dizer.
So wait a minute. Violão is guitar? What would violin be then? Meu violão? I now have another word, and I love that I'm getting multilingual via music. Violino, okay.
Ficou pra machucar meu coração.
I said it right. Okay, hang on. It's been a year and a half, my love. love. Since our home fell apart. My bird, my guitar. You know, sabia? So is that like are you talking like a real bird, or in this context, you're not talking like a bird as in your like girlfriend, right? Like not your lady. Some people call those birds. So we're talking a physical bird, like maybe a pet. I don't know. My guitar and a cruel disillusionment. And cruel disillusionment are all that remains to hurt my heart.
Tá fazendo ano e meio, amor.
A species of bird, popular bird to keep at home, like a parakeet.
Desmoronou. Meu sabe.
Consider os or is pasaros. I hope I said that right.
Meu violão e uma cruel desilusão foi tudo que ficou. pra machucar meu coração. Quem sabe não foi bem melhor assim. Melhor pra você.
This is like a poetic heartbreak.
Quem sabe não foi bem melhor assim. Melhor pra você e melhor pra mim. A vida é uma escola que a gente precisa aprender. A ciência de viver pra não sofrer.
Oh, I'm just gonna level with you guys. This is about to be grown up Walter conversation time. I learned who João Gilberto was because I watched the movie Eat, Pray, Love. Believe it or not, it's one of my favorite movies. Say what you will about me, but that is a fantastic movie. I didn't read the book. Anyways, there is a scene in there where it's a pretty romantic scene, and this gentleman plays the song Wonderful by João Gilberto. And I hear that song and I become captivated. All of a sudden, that movie's whole purpose in life is to give me that song. I chase it down and I think to myself, man, that is a good sound. That's everything in guitar that I don't know how to do on an acoustic guitar, and I would love to learn to play that way. I never end up trying until maybe the last year of my life to even try to play bossa nova kind of sounds, but it never occurred to me that, like, geez, there's this whole possible catalog where he plays and sounds like the guy that sang that song I loved so much. And I'm hearing these songs and I'm immediately thinking, like, dude, João Gilberto might be one of those voices that just wrote itself onto my heart. You know what I mean? His combination of vocal and guitar is so evocative. It's so just disarming and heartwarming in the best ways. I even if he's singing somebody else's words, you can just hear his love for music and his connection to his guitar, and the way people tend to hate his voice here in Brazil, though. Dang, I really like it. There's something about just the softness and easiness of it. You know what I mean? He's a glide.
A ciência de viver pra não sofrer.
His dad hated his voice so hard he sent him to a sanitarium. Hey, good night, Gus. Jazz is a very unpopular genre here. Gilberto was popular in Rio and nowhere else. Dang. Yeah, we're definitely glad he's a glide. We're glad he's... Is he alive? Have we lost him? Imagining Gilberto shooting daggers at Getz as he plays. I think it's so funny that, like, did they arrange it themselves? How did they come to be fans? How did this whole thing come to be? He died in 2019. Oh, R.I.P. Well, I'm glad he was alive. I'm glad he was a glide. Aged 88. Oh, that's a beautiful life. Really subtle drum sound there. You're hearing it from drummer perspective, though. Which, you know, I really like. Okay, well, that has not been a bad introduction to this album. 3 songs in, I've got just great things to say about this. But I didn't realize I was going to get hit between the eyes of like the girl from Ipanema and then get kind of thrown right into, oh, this is João Gilberto, huh? This is that same guy from Eat, Pray, Love. I'm sorry that's the way I know him. Anyways, Desafinado, I think. Desafinado. Let me see how it's pronounced. Out of tune.
Que eu desafino amor, saiba que isto em
Okay, give me a second. Let me read this. Though The Girl from Ipanema is the definitive hit of the album, Desafinado earns the distinction of being one of the first bossa nova tunes to achieve success outside of Brazil, with an earlier recording by Stan Getz and Charlie Bird becoming a 1962 hit. It would be covered by many, many musicians of the time, such as Quincy Jones and Ella Fitzgerald, and today it remains a popular jazz standard. Oh.
Se você disser que eu desafino amor, saiba que isto em mim provoca
I don't know
imensa dor.
why that lyric is funny to me. No, this causes
Só
me pain.
privilegiados têm ouvido igual ao seu. Eu possuo apenas o que Deus me deu. Se você insiste em classificar meu comportamento diante musical, eu mesmo mentindo devo argumentar que isto é bossa nova, que isto é muito natural.
Did they name it themselves, or did bossa nova mean something at this time already? Like, what would you said bossa nova was like basically new wave kind of vibe?
O que você não sabe nem sequer pressente é que os desafinados também têm coração. Fotografei você na minha Rolleiflex. Revelou-se a sua enorme ingratidão. Só não poderá
Your great ingratitude.
falar assim do meu amor.
Oh, wait, you really dug in on this, didn't you? I just noticed that. Rolleiflex, old line of analog cameras, and revealed a pun. The word used in Portuguese for developing a photo is revealing. Okay. A new wave as a term concept has been in the arts community for longer than the 80s, Lamau. It
Ele é
has.
o maior que você pode encontrar, viu? Você com a sua música esqueceu o principal. Que no peito dos desafinados, no fundo do peito bate calado. No peito dos desafinados também bate um coração.
I don't think it's even a close contest. I've never seen somebody go this deep into the context crew. Did they? They made it beeps and friggin' boobs, dude. It's a tremendous context. I would like more piano and drums a little bit. And the best way to turn all of those up at the same time is to turn down the saxophone. You know, I'm going to say this to you because I don't know if you need to hear it or not, but if you're a person in music, that this is something that I think most of us should know, but not everybody conceptualizes. Think about it this way. There is one thing too loud and you want to raise the volume of all of the other things more than you want the one thing to be loud. You can do a couple of things. One, you can turn the thing that is too loud down, which basically makes the volume of everything else go up. Or you can turn the volume of everything else up and leave your thing where it is and just make the whole track louder. But please, for the love of God, do the reasonable thing and reduce volume before increase volume. And see what I mean. You're going to be happy with yourself. You're seeing why Gilberto hated the fact that Getz was so loud in the mix, Lamau. Yeah, I think so. Well, especially when you look at even just the vocal concept he takes, like, right? Like super hot mic, super quiet voice. So yeah, I think that they just approached sound differently. And I think if you look at it, most people, if you ask somebody what they think something, how they think something sounds, they're conventionally, if they don't have a trained ear, they're just going to tell you the louder one sounds better. Even if they have a trained ear, sometimes it's harder to avoid the louder one just sounding better to you, because the human brain's sometimes a pretty pathetic thing at the end of the day, and sometimes you can't remember what you just heard. There's a lot you could say about it, but please, just if you're doing mixing and you want to turn everything else up but one thing, just turn the one thing down. Path of least resistance, The bassist I hear is Sebastião Nito, which for some reason was not credited on the album. Gilberto's bassist got credit instead. Oh, Getz' bassist.
star.
That's a voice that's immediately captivating, that just sang right into my heart, into the deepest depths.
Quiet nights of quiet stars.
Oh.
Quiet chords from my guitar.
You mean your violão?
Floating on the silence that surrounds us. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams. Quiet walks by quiet streams. And a window that looks out on Corcovado. Oh, how lovely.
Corcovado. That's the song name. So, right here, the saxophone is dramatically louder than the guitar.
Oh, how lovely.
Not cool. I mean, it is a good album. But that sax is dwarfing the sound of that guitar.
Cantinho, violão, esse amor, uma canção pra fazer.
Is he singing what she did? Is he just singing the same thing? Quiet night of quiet stars, quiet chords from my guitar. Oh, okay. And then here we go. I want life to always be like this, with you close to me.
Quem se ama, muita calma pra pensar e ter tempo pra sonhar. Da janela vê seu Corcovado, o Redentor, que lindo. Quero a vida sempre assim, com você perto de mim, até o apagar da velha chama.
You asked how Getz and Gilberto met. Basically, jazz musicians traveled to Brazil, brought back bossa nova records, and Getz was enamored. He recorded a few in the style of jazz samba encore, and finally met Gilberto at a show arranged by a Brazilian airline in the US. Oh, thank you.
E eu que era triste, descrente desse mundo, ao encontrar você eu conheci o que é felicidade, meu amor.
What happiness was. After meeting you, I understood what happiness was, my love. What a beautiful lyric. The drums are so delicate, but so defined and pronounced. I can't decide if I think the album cover is just an abstract, or if I'm missing something entirely. Truly, the upright bass is lovely.
Quero a vida sempre assim, com você perto de mim, até o apagar da velha chama. E eu que era triste, descrente desse mundo. Ao encontrar você, eu conheci o que é felicidade, meu amor.
They're just not missing. Three songs to go. And Danco Samba.
Só danço samba, vai, 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 vai. Só danço samba, vai. Só danço samba, vai, 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 vai. Só danço samba.
Love the
vai.
lyrics.
Já dancei o twist até demais.
It's abstract. The Archer featured
Mas não sei
in other Getz album covers.
do
Got it.
calypso ao tchá-tchá-tchá. Só danço samba. Vai, 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 vai. Só danço samba, vai.
Vai. You would need volume to accomplish some of those moments. Okay. Okay, he really took it over. He really won me over. It lacks balanço. I know nothing about samba, other than that it's somehow connected to bossa. What's up, Dr. Dracula? Forza Bruta? Brute force, I'm guessing is what that means. All right, we have 2 songs to go. Give me a mom. I got to run an ad break. BRB. Alrighty, guys, we have 2 songs to go. Does it stick the landing? For first timers, you got to let me know. How are you feeling with it? Revisitors, let me know. How's it sitting with you? How are you living with it now that you're hearing it again with good company? Oh, Grande Amor, the great love. Here we go. I don't know what that means. But we've now seen it.
Haja o que houver, há sempre homem para uma mulher, e há de sempre haver para esquecer falso amor e uma vontade.
Come that way, there's always a man for a woman, and there will always be, to be forgotten, a false love and a wish for death.
Há de vencer o grande amor que há de ser no coração.
Oh, what's up, Grill, with the 75er?
Com perdão pra quem chorou.
What did Getz have to say about everything? Like, when he came back, did he feel like it was just a great time? Did he, like, have negative things to say? Like, I'm interested to know what his take on the experience was. Because I can't help but notice that the sax is quite loud. So, like, I guess he won, huh? The record was a big hit, too. How do you not just love this? It's got a little spank to it. You hear the mic echo in the room. He was probably pissed. Gilberto was famously very hard to work with. Really? His voice makes him seem like he's just the most easygoing, cool breeze whatsoever. Due to these artistic differences, Getz Gilberto number 2 features Getz and his quartet on side A and Gilberto by himself on side B. In spite of the tension in the studio, Gilberto would continue to collaborate with Getz. 12 years after the release of Getz Gilberto, the pair reunited at the Keystone Corner Club in San Francisco for a 6-day engagement promoting their new album, The Best of Two Worlds. Wow. Hey, Night Ale. How do you think it feels to Gilberto, thinking like, geez, he can't play with me at all, and yet it's like one of my biggest hits? Well, would you say this album was one of his biggest hits? So, like, there was so much creative tension. They clearly didn't like working together, but they did it because it worked and the world wanted it. he is a very, very, very captivating saxophone player, though. Like I'm not upset with him at all. I very, very much
Vivo
like his
sonhando,
sax play.
sonhando 1000 horas sem fim.
Ooh.
Tempo em que vou perguntando se gostas de mim. Tempo de falar em estrelas, falar de mar, de céu assim. Falar.
All right, sorry. Give me a moment. There we go. Vivo Sonhando. Okay. There we go. I'm always dreaming for 1,000 hours on end. Time in which I ask myself if you like me. Oh, that's
Vivo sonhando,
personal.
sonhando 1000 horas sem fim. Tempo em que vou perguntando se gostas de mim. Tempo de falar em estrelas, falar de mar, de céu assim. Falar do bem que se tem, mas você não vem, não vem. Você não vindo, não vindo, a vida tem fim. Gente se rindo, falando, zombando de mim. E eu a falar em estrelas, mar, amor, luar. Pobre de mim que só sei te amar.
You know what I've really liked about this album is that very frequently they kind of get the albums, the lyrics done, and then they're like, okay, let's have the music part now. Let's go. It's really been an album of that. Incredible player, horrible producer. It's the best drum sound, I think, maybe on the song, on the album. See, those are the kinds of moments that make me happy with him. This whole album was worth Girl from Ipanema, but this whole album was tasty and delicious. My wife is going to love this album so much. This is a great one. I was really tired. I'm so glad I actually ended up staying up for this one because it really was, it really was just lovely. It was so pleasing. Like, as far as just his voice, even her voice when it came in was just so chilling as far as how kind of intimate it was. But also just, I don't know, there was something about feeling like they were in the room together. Maybe a delicate, two very soul healing albums tonight. Yeah, definitely. There's no doubt about it. Anyways, I feel like I'm continuing to prove to myself why I listen to music from around the world that doesn't speak my mother tongue. Even if there was English within this, there's something about how amazing music is and that it can shatter language barriers. And shout out to my Portuguese friends. I don't know what Ruski would be with the, like, you know, Le Ruski qua or Los Rusquitos. I don't know what that is for Portuguese. Os Ruskis. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. You guys got to let me know. What would the Portuguese equivalent of like Los Rusquitos or like, you know, Le Ruski qua be? Let me know. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.